Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura and today we're doing the August 2024 Pick a Card Tarot Rune Oracle reading. So let's dive straight into it. If you're new here, what you're going to do is set the intention out loud. What is in store for me in August 2024? What do I need to know about this month for my greatest good, the greatest good of all? And once you've done so, take a look at all three groups on screen, all three piles on screen, and select whichever one you feel most drawn in towards. You can certainly feel drawn to more than one group. That is totally fine. In fact, some of you could be drawn into all three groups. That's totally fine. You'll probably get a very good overview of the collective energies this month. I want to remind you guys, if you're into these readings, I offer personal monthly readings on my website, spiritpsychic.org. So you go there and you can get like your own personal look into the month ahead for you, where I'm only focusing on your energies. Keep in mind, this YouTube reading is a group reading where many different people are watching. We're tuning into many different energies. So if you want to get a personal monthly reading, it'll be very specific to you and your exact circumstances. So I do offer that on my website. Amongst other readings you can get there. Link to that's always in the description. Also, if you like these readings, I have a second channel called Spirit Psychic Tarot, and I like to do weekly, monthly, yearly, quarterly readings there for each zodiac sign. And you can watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs there. So that's 4 more monthly readings you have access to for free. If you're interested in that, go ahead over there and subscribe to that channel. Okay, so lots of insights into the month ahead. This is why I got into reading. I love being organized and prepared, and there's something about doing a monthly reading and just taking a look into what we're all going to experience and really setting our intentions for the month ahead with that. That's what I love doing. Okay, so thank you all for being here. I very much appreciate you. If you're new, I offer other pick a card readings on this channel, love readings, career readings, everything. So go ahead and subscribe. Anyways, we have group number 1 with the rune Isa. And we'll talk about what these runes mean in your reading. Just pick whichever group you really feel most drawn towards. We have group number 2 with Othala. And we have group number 3 with Hagalaz. Okay. Once you've selected your group or groups, you can watch through or you can skip ahead to your reading using the timestamps. Let's begin. Hello, group number 1, and welcome. Let's dive into your reading. You selected Isa, the ice rune. This is showing us that in the month of August, there's not going to be a lot of drama, which is really great, but there's not really going to be much of really anything loud, anything over the top. This will be a very calm month for you, quiet month for you. I feel like this is a month that's perfect for you to just keep your head down, focus on your goals, focus on yourself, you know, your closest loved ones, your personal, created or chosen family, and that's it. Okay? When it comes to love, if any of you are in any sort of new community or dating someone new or new friends, anything like that, you can notice a little bit of icy communication. Okay? Maybe their texts are very short, very to the point. They're not really offering much to the conversation. If you are noticing that sort of behavior in people, do not keep fighting for it. Do not keep pushing and trying to force the conversation. Let them be icy and you focus on you, okay? This is a blessing in disguise. Pay close attention to people who are coming off as these ice kings or queens. Do not chase them. This is a month for you to catch up on life, catch up on the projects that you have going on, catch up on the ideas that you have in your head, and really focus on the people who aren't icing you out, you know? So yeah, I really feel for you. It sucks, you know, when you're really interested in someone, whether it's a friendship, whether it is romance, whatever, and they're not really giving, like they're not calling you, they're really short over text, they're just not making you feel loved and supported. And when you call them out on this behavior, they could even argue with you and say, no, I do care, I'm just busy, whatever. Listen, there's no excuses. People show you their feelings through their actions. And if someone is acting like they don't like you, if someone is acting like they're cold, it's because so, oh my God. I'm so sorry, guys. That was such an ugly scream. I look over and Luna was eating Othala, the group number 2's rune. Luna, don't eat I don't know why. She does not eat like random objects ever. She is obsessed with these runes. It's so weird. It is so weird. She like popped out of nowhere too. If those of you who know what Luna looks like, she's all black. So, oh my gosh, that was scary. Whew, okay, whew. What does that mean for you? There could be like some random, really random, startling thing that may happen to you this month, like unexpectedly. And since we're talking about your relationships, this could be happening in your relationships, like unexpected shifts and changes that take place. Like you may even surprise yourself with how your feelings change. But let's see what else comes out. We have the earthworm. Yes, this is a very underestimated spirit guide and spirit animal. They aerate the soil. You know, if anyone who loves plants is into gardening, you know, these earthworms, they go in there, they aerate the soil, making it nice and fertile with their poop. And they are so amazing for soil and for plants. And they really are hard workers. That are very, very necessary. And so I kind of see you in this similar energy where you're going beneath the surface of your life and just doing like what needs to be done. Also, aeration keeps popping up, and even now there's like a breeze coming through in the window. Some of you may literally be like airing out your house or your car, opening up all the windows, doing a nice deep clean, and getting rid of some clutter, like literally creating more air element in your life. Okay, if any of you are into feng shui, air element rules over the intellect. It rules over so much, you know. It's like you need some of that air element, some space. Okay, and also the space that you have from loved ones is very necessary. Okay, in small quantities, I want to say, or in healthy quantities rather. You don't have to be up each other's butt 24/7, but at the same time, you know, I don't know. It's just you don't want to also not have a relationship and no warmth or anything like that. So yeah, this is a great month to sort of like do the tedious, you know, work that needs to be done in your life. Get things done. We have the green fairy coming out. We're going to read a little bit of this from the book. I'm not really interested in reading, like literally reading from books today, but this is obviously, okay, the keyword here is healing. Green is the color of growth and healing. This card tells of healing in progress, a need for healing, or an ability to direct healing energy to yourself or others. Okay, so yeah, like I said, this is a month to rest, relax. If any of you have any injuries, illness, I see you taking the time to relax, taking the time to stretch, to heal from these injuries, even emotional wounds. You know, like if you've been betrayed or had a really nasty or bad relationship that was unfulfilling for you, you may literally be taking some time and space away from dating, just to focus on you and let these wounds heal with time. You know, time is on your side. And I just really strongly feel like this is a month, and I'm going to probably repeat this a billion more times, where you're just like cleaning house, both literally and metaphorically. You are giving yourself a nice routine, time and space to just be you, focus on you. This is the highest path that you can take this month, because Issa, a lot of people really stress out under Issa's influence. You know, especially if you're in a strong limerence with someone, you're sort of romantically obsessed with someone, or, you know, very much struggling because they're icing you out. They're not giving you the sort of attention, the desire that you're wanting in a friendship or relationship, you know. Some people struggle in that influence, but really it's a golden opportunity to enjoy your alone time, focus on yourself. You know, for example, if you're feeling bad because all of your friends are busy and your crush won't answer your texts or anything, what are some things that you usually don't have the time to do that you can do? For example, like maybe you're really into video games, but you don't let yourself play them. This is the time to play them. Maybe you're really into reading, but you don't let yourself, get hooked onto a really good series because you have other things to do. This is the month to do it. This is the month to do the things that you don't normally have the time to do. This is the month to just connect with yourself and do the things that you want to do just because it's fun. It's nice. We have the crow and dogwood intelligence. And let me tell you, the crow spirit only really comes out for people who are extremely spiritually connected and powerful, magical individuals, witches, shamans, people of that nature. Okay. Intelligence. You have profound intelligence and insights, and crows are really interesting because there's one time a year when they get together in these massive murders, massive groups, and it's so beautiful. There's a cemetery near my house that I like going for walks in, and when I walk through the cemetery during that time of year when all the crows are meeting, it is insane. It is so beautiful. It's so loud with crow sounds. But then for the rest of the year, they're sort of just on their own, maybe with a partner, not really in these huge groups. And I'm seeing there's wisdom in that. The crow is showing you wisdom in your alone time. That's when you connect with spirit. That's when you connect with yourself. That's when you can work on the creative projects that you want. That's when you really actually do the most amount of growth and healing. Or at least growth when you're by yourself. Relationships, of course, are important because they bring new energies into our lives, new lessons, new insights. And when it's intuitively time for you, when it's time for you to open up to new relationships, new friendships, new people, you'll intuitively feel that. You'll know it. Okay. We have thriving coming out. Beautiful, beautiful month ahead, guys. This is a good one. And I feel like there is some increase in finances. It's like you're just taking the time, not spending all your money, not going out all the time, saving some money up, focusing on you. Message from Spirit is embrace the moment. Yes, for whatever it is. Embrace this day, this very moment. Think positively today and repel those negative thoughts. Try not to judge yourself or others. This may be harder than you think. What is actually happening is that you're changing your energy. Very beautiful. Exactly. So you may find yourself in a position this month where a lot of your friends or the people that you wanted something with, wanted to be close with, they may be icing you out. They may be busy, whatever the case may be. But this is a time for you to focus on your life. If you are perpetually putting other people in front of yourself, you can experience a vast amount of anxiety when those people are all busy. It's giving like empty nester syndrome, A lot of mothers and fathers go through this where like their kids are their life. Which, to be honest, I'm not a parent, so I'm not going to... I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I don't think that's necessarily healthy. I think it's very important for parents to have a life outside of their children. And when those children move out, it's like, what do you do now? You should have hobbies, you should have friends. And it also helps the child when they become an adult because then they won't feel guilty about like making their own life decisions. Like if they want to move to another country, for example, they won't necessarily feel guilty about leaving you behind because it's like you have your own life, You're content with that. We have the Three of Pentacles. This is recognition for your creative endeavors. Okay, so what are you doing that's creative? What sort of creative projects do you have or businesses do you have? This could also be small business and freelance, thriving and successful. You could have some work coming in for you, for sure. Beautiful. This is also someone trying to impress you. Okay, this is a month where I would highly recommend don't fall for the emotionally unavailable people. Fall for the people who are actively trying to impress you and reach you and contact you and be your friend. Those are the good people that you want in your life. All right. I don't know how many cards I want to pull here, so let's just see what comes out. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. You might feel like somebody is running away from you hastily, and that may be confusing you, or they were really hot in your relationship one moment, wanting to spend a lot of time with you, flirting with you, whatever, and then suddenly there's a drop off. Okay, these are the friends and the lovers that I would be very cautious about. The types of friends that are like around you 24/7 when they're single, but the second they get a boyfriend or girlfriend, you don't hear from them for years. You know what I mean? Or especially like the lover that takes you on these nice dates, really, makes a lot of eye contact, says like, I'm just so into you, I'm just so nervous around you. And then they like randomly fall off the face of the earth for like 3 weeks straight, Pay attention to people like that, especially if they try coming back around, because I am seeing an influence here for some of you. There could be somebody who was like this to you in the past that's going to try coming back around, and they're like, oh, I'm back, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, we're not just going to ignore that. Like, what was that? We have to talk about that. 8 of Swords. Getting out of your own head. Giving yourself space mentally, man. Take action. Take physical action in your own personal life. What does that mean? Instead of sitting at home, waiting next to the phone, waiting for that text to come in, waiting for that call to come in, waiting for that opportunity, waiting for, that job to call you back saying, hey, you got the job, waiting for, your blog to blow up. Take actions that get you out of your head, that may bring you closer to what you want. Like if you want love, for example, and you're waiting by the phone for some dusty dude or chick to like reply to you, no. Go out, dance the night away, talk to other people. Okay? Spend time with people who are right here in the present moment, available for you, wanting you, appreciating you. No more waiting by the phone moments. You know what I mean? You know what moment I'm talking about? None of that. We're not doing that anymore. 2 of Wands in reverse. This is sort of that energy personified. Like, she has these dreams of traveling the world and she's just longingly looking out the window. Okay, but like, what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? Instead of feeling anxious and stuck in her head because she's locked in this room in this house, what she could do is get like a side hustle to save up a lot of her money, or if she already has money, instead of looking out the window longingly wanting to travel, book the stinking trip. Book the trip. Do something. Ay. We have the 4 of Wands coming out. Celebration, success. There could be some sort of event happening this month, like a wedding, for example, a birthday party, some sort of bigger get-together that is really exciting and fun. It's a celebration of life for someone. And I don't know why I'm seeing dancing. Some of you may be saying to your friends, or your friends may be saying to you, like, hey, when's the last time we went out dancing? Like, when's the last time we went clubbing? What if we go out and do it just for old time's sake? I am seeing dancing. Dancing should be a thing in life that is akin to breathing. Like, we should all dance. We should all enjoy music. I feel like that is in human nature. And it's weird to view dancing, in my opinion, as like a hobby or like a specialized interest. Like, I feel like dancing, going out and enjoying music, should be something that all humans share. Not a specialized interest that like some people like, some people don't like. No, like, just find your genre. Find your place and go do it and have fun. We have the 6 of Swords coming out upright. Beautiful movement. And I'm again seeing travel planning, weekend trips, day trips, and even like overseas excursions. Some of you might want to travel to another country in the following months of 2024. So September, October, November, December. You may either already have an excursion planned to another country, or you're like on your vision board for the year ahead. You might have a certain place in mind, but you haven't really planned that trip yet. And I am seeing the month of August is definitely a month of preparation and planning. You know, it's the quiet before the chaotic noise and fun that's to come, if that makes sense. Like, I really feel if you select the group number 1 in September, October, November, and December, there's going to be a lot of fun stuff going on for you, a lot for you to focus on. And this month is like a very necessary retreat, very necessary pause before all of that noise to sort of gather your energies, your routine, plan ahead, spend time to yourself, have like a quiet healing month. Very important. We have the Page of Swords, researching things, looking into things. I don't know why I'm seeing a lot of reading. We also have intelligence here. Some of you guys, either you or someone you're very close to may be going back to school, planning to go back to school. Okay, a lot of back to school shopping, getting into that energy, which makes a lot of sense given that it's August. Beautiful. And I'm also seeing a mindset here of like, how can I add to my personal value? Like, what can I learn? What new skill can I learn? Some of you may be contemplating learning a new skill, taking on lessons in something, or even teaching yourself something, like an instrument, a language, something of that nature. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming out upright. Beautiful. Forward movement, forward momentum. Especially financially, especially like with healing physically, if there's any injury, if there's any illness, as we mentioned, looking ahead. And you know, the Knight of Pentacles, he shows like a farmer, kind of, looking over his fields and sort of mentally planning out where he's going to put which crops, how it will all work out, what the game plan is. And he's the only knight. A lot of tarot readers don't like him, but I don't understand why. Because he's the only knight who's not necessarily moving forward, but he actually is moving forward just as quickly as the other knights. All of the knights are moving at the same speed, but it looks different. For example, we take this Knight of Swords in reverse, and he's the fastest one, like running, but he's not planning ahead. So he's going to hit some hurdles that are going to cause him to stop on his journey. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is moving at the same exact speed, but he's planning everything ahead of time. So that way, once he gets moving, it'll go extremely smoothly and he won't have to stop, you know? And it's all planned out very meticulously and beautifully. And I'm seeing that exactly, like this is you preparing and planning. And also you're starting to see a quiet momentum building in your life. And this could be financially, but also like, oh my gosh, I just can't emphasize it enough. Like there's just so much building and growing for you in the upcoming months, for sure. And just because you have Isa, the ice rune, that is showing some space, you know, some time to yourself. This is a gift. This is a blessing. I need you to see that, okay? Beautiful month ahead. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Definitely check out my second channel if you want more insights into August for you, for sure. Or my website, spiritpsychic.org, to get yourself a personal month ahead reading with me. And subscribe to this channel if you've not already. Like this video. It helps out so much. If you want to see this channel grow and see my dreams take place, liking videos, commenting on them, like let me know how this resonated with you. Let me know what's going on in your life. I love hearing your stories, and I reply to every comment. It takes me about a month, but I do reply to every comment if I can, unless I don't like your comment. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome. You selected the rune Othala to represent the month of August, and this is the rune of authority and legacy, tradition, family. So this influence is gonna be casted over you for the month of August, and I feel for a lot of you, you will be doing a lot of like appointments, I'm seeing. So you could be getting some advice from doctors, lawyers, people of that nature, Another thing I'm seeing here is there could be some family decisions being made in terms of home, property, inheritance, things like that. Organizing an estate or cleaning out a family member's home. I'm seeing housewarming parties. I'm seeing births, birthdays, weddings, things of this nature, you know, coming together with the clan, with the community, with the tribe to celebrate some sort of life change, coming together to support this life change for sure. Also, I'm seeing lots of talks about politics. We are in a politically tumultuous time globally, okay? So there will be lots of talks of politics, a lot of political change during the month of August, political developments during the month of August. This came up in the weekly readings I just did as well, so this is going to be quite the influence. I'm excited and also nervous to see what sort of political things happen globally in the month of August. We have the octopus spirit coming out for you, insanely intelligent. Insanely intelligent. I see you're taking the lead when it comes to planning and preparing certain things. There's a thoughtfulness about you. You consider things that other people don't consider. And you're exceptionally good at solving problems. This isn't something that you should assume that everyone has. Actually, I would argue most people aren't that great at solving problems. This is a skill set that's specific to you. And I'm seeing you really put that to good use this month. In the workplace, like if you have like a corporate job or something, I'm seeing you managing, leading, taking the lead on some sort of project. Or if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, that's just your life, you know, and you could be putting something out to the world in that regard. There could also be something here about teaching, having an apprentice, having someone under your wing. Even parenting can be a form of teaching, okay, homeschooling, or doing a lot of educational interactive games with your children. I am also seeing equal to the amount of leading that you are doing with younger generations and other people, you are also following, going to older people for advice, going to your elders for advice, for insights, professionals for advice, insights, you know, because you understand that you don't know everything, which I believe is true wisdom. So that's very beautiful. We have the porcupine and anemone. Oh gosh. And I never know how to pronounce this flower. Let me know in the comment section. How do you pronounce this? Anemone. Yep. Anyways, this is boundaries. And I mean, the porcupine is a lovely spirit to, you know, teach us boundaries. And there could definitely be one person in particular in your family or the workplace that you just straight up don't mess with. Like you don't F with them because they suck. Like because they're not nice. You know, and you have boundaries like, no, I'm not working with them. I'm not dealing with them. I'm not communicating to them. If I have to, I will be civil, but that does not mean I have to be friendly. That does not mean I have to, you know, invite them to everything. It doesn't mean I have to include them with everything. It doesn't mean I have to be nice to them. So yeah, you're having healthy boundaries there. And I think you're standing strong in those boundaries. Even if other people are not having those same boundaries with this person, I think time will tell and they'll realize how smart you were in the future. You'll definitely have an I told you so moment. It could actually happen this month too, an I told you so moment. Like you set boundaries with someone because you were able to pick up that they were not a good person and other people might not have done the same. They may have even argued you on it. Oh, like just be nice, like blah, blah, blah. And now it's coming back to bite them in the butt because this person may hurt them, you know? So yeah, you're definitely, I'm seeing tough as nails when it comes to dealing with problematic people. You know, take no crap from nobody type of energy. Very beautiful. We have rescued from the Fairy Wisdom Oracle. And I'm going to lightly read this. I'm not going to read the whole thing because I don't got the time or energy for that. But let's see what this card means. Rescued from the fairies. Rescued. If I can open. Okay, it's assistance. If you have drawn this card, you might be in danger of relying too much on other humans. Remember to connect to your own personal inner teacher for guidance. Absolutely. That actually makes a lot of sense because Othala and these cards, like the messages we were getting were you going to older people or professional people, people who know what they're talking about for advice, second opinions, etc. But at the end of the day, it's important for you to make your own decisions and to trust yourself when it comes to your own decisions. Trust your own leadership is what I'm seeing here. You know a lot more than you realize. It's like language learning, you know? You learn so many words, so many phrases, whatever, and if you don't practice it, you feel like, oh, I can't speak that language. I don't know what I'm saying. But then when you're in a situation where there's someone speaking to you directly, you can actually kind of interact with them a little bit, and it's all very subconscious, you know? Like you psych yourself out. You think like, oh, I don't know as much as I do, but you actually do know quite a bit. You can speak that language. You can, you know, do that. So I'm seeing that sort of influence somewhere in your life where you think you know a lot less than you actually do, or you think you're a lot less qualified than you actually are. And in reality, you're doing quite well. Beautiful. We have stand still coming out. You know, similar energy came out for group number 1. So I feel like this is a collective thing here. I feel like August is definitely a month where there is a calm before a storm. However, there's definitely some developments happening this month as well, especially for you, like politically, globally, we'll see some developments. And there's definitely some fun events happening for you this month, some clan meetings, some get-togethers of some sort. But I think overall, this is a month where you're really being given the time and space to just work, to relax, to just enjoy your routine for a little bit. Some of you may even be on vacation, giving yourself some time and space to just clear out your mind, clear out your energies. I am seeing some stress, some struggles when it comes to finding jobs. If any of you are trying to find a job, you may feel like you're at a standstill because nothing's really working, you know. And I think this time, even though it's probably difficult for you to see if you're in this scenario, is a blessing because it's allowing you to explore, connect with yourself, and sort of be your own boss in a way. Keep networking. Keep making improvements every day to what you're trying to do. You know, if you're trying to find a job, customizing your resume for each job, calling each place, networking. These are all things that is like a bare minimum requirement. And for some reason, people don't view it that way. Like, I've met a lot of people who are like, I applied to thousands of jobs and nothing happened. Okay, if you've applied to thousands of jobs, that's telling me that you're not putting in the work per job that you should be. Like, I don't even know why I'm going off on this tangent. So maybe it applies for some of you, or this could apply to someone in your life where it's like, you have to network. Like, you have to really communicate to that job personally why you're a good fit. Like, there's a huge problem right now with LinkedIn and AI when it comes to finding jobs. And also keep in mind, 60% of jobs that are open for hiring are not even online, you know? So I don't know why I'm going off on that tangent about jobs. I'm actually feeling a lot of corporate people here. Like, a lot of people who are, maybe you're the hiring manager, maybe you are looking for apprentices, maybe you are, you know, getting to a point in your business where you can start hiring people. You know what I mean? It's like, even in your personal life, you could be looking to hire someone, like hire a contractor or hire, I don't know, someone to do your plumbing, you know, running the business of your household and managing it very beautifully. You know, how do you find those people? We have hello from heaven coming out. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know that you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they're with you at this time. I am feeling the presence of some recently passed over people. So if any of you have had a recent death in the family, and I'm not predicting this, by the way, this is just a message for some of you, whether it is animal or family or friend, they are definitely still with you. Absolutely. Very strongly with you. Supporting you, loving you, sending you signs. Okay. Let's see what wants to come out. August 2024 for group number 2. We have the Sun. This is a great month. Absolutely. First card out being the Sun. This is going to be a great month for you. I am seeing going out. A lot of you could be going to like the beach or the mountains or some sort of nature retreat to enjoy the season, whichever season it is, where you're at, whether it's summer or winter. Very stunning. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Man, I just feel in the collective so many people struggling with like unemployment, struggling with trying to find business. If you are a freelancer or business owner, this is a month to sort of change up the way you go about looking for business. Yeah, look on the abundance side. What can I do? What is working? If something's not working, stop doing it, try something else. Simple as that. Pivoting quickly is one of the most important skills to have when it comes to business, when it comes to running the business of your life, running the business of your household and your career. Like if something's not working, pivot very quickly, you know? Try something else. Move on. And you know, it might not be that the entire premise of what you're trying to do isn't working. It could be that the way you're going about doing it isn't working. Like if you're applying to jobs and you're using LinkedIn, for example, that might not necessarily work. Instead, what you can do is try to network with people in that job. Ask them, hey, like, do you know anywhere that's hiring? Or I'm interested in getting into this specific company. Like, this is my number one company. How can I get in? How can I start? What is your advice? Can you give a reference? You know, go about it differently. We have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Exactly. This is that frustration of like trying so hard, it's not working. What you don't see is that there is a ton of growth happening for you beneath the surface. Look at all these roots that are growing with all these pentacles on it. So you might not necessarily be seeing the results for your hard work and effort in the physical realm just at this moment, but you are getting there. Absolutely. There is tremendous growth taking place for you. Knight of Cups in reverse. This could be an influence of someone in your life who wants to woo you. Okay, you have a secret admirer here. However, they aren't necessarily interested in a long-term relationship is what I'm seeing. They aren't necessarily interested in something serious. Yeah, 10 of Cups in reverse coming out right next to that. Pay very close attention to that energy. If someone is not really giving you any signs or indications that they're interested in things like marriage, family, moving in, a long-term happy relationship, take it for what it is, okay? They're not interested in that. You're not going to change their mind. And I'm sorry if that sounds very harsh, but like, don't waste your time with people like that if that is not what you want, okay? I mean, if that is what you want and they don't want that. Because you're a whole catch and people don't want to lose you, okay? And they may try to say things to like imply that, oh, that might be a potential. Future faking is what that's called. Don't fall for that. 4 of Swords in reverse, giving your heart some time to heal. Some of you may have recently let go of a situation like this. You know, disappointment in love you may have experienced, you're letting go of. Absolutely. You're not falling for that crap anymore as well. With the porcupine, you have boundaries now. You're not falling for it. If someone is giving you the actions, the signs that they aren't in alignment with what you want, like, you're not falling for it anymore. Absolutely not. Like, you'd rather just be by yourself at that point. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh my gosh, what the heck? This is coming out of nowhere. This could be an earth sign, masculine energy person. They don't have to be an earth sign. That would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They don't have to be those signs. But yeah, very sort of stuck in their way. I would also pay attention to red flags if you're interested in your love life right now. Like, if someone, for example, is like in their late 30s and they haven't had a relationship in like 10 plus years, that to me is like a sign like, okay, why haven't you had a relationship in 10 plus years? You know what I mean? It's like, there's clearly something amiss here if you're that undateable or you're just not wanting that, you know? I always think little signs like that, they're not even little signs, big signs like that are there for a reason. Unless they had a legitimate reason, like, oh, I was a monk in the mountains for 10 years and I just left. You know what I mean? Like, what else? I was in prison. Okay, that's a red flag too, but geez. Yeah, pay close attention to people, especially who keep asking you for advice or like venting to you and you keep giving them advice, but they don't follow that advice and then nothing ever changes. Have the boundaries to not do that anymore, not give them advice anymore. And, you know, if you even want, like, you can say, like, listen, like, let's just have fun, let's just hang out. But, like, when you vent to me and nothing changes, like, you don't take the advice I'm taking, that feels very draining to me. I feel a little drained from this. If that's how you feel. 8 of Wands in reverse. Guys, I think there is a sort of pressure that's building up in spirit, a momentum that's building up in spirit, but it doesn't have an outlet to come into your life physically at this time because you need to open up a stream for this abundance and blessings to come forward. I hope this makes sense. You need to make some little adjustments in your physical reality, how you're going about your goals in order for this good energy that's building up to come in. Does that make sense? For example, if you keep trying to manifest the love of your life, I feel like that manifestation energy is building up and building up and building up in spirit, but you're not allowing an outlet for it to come into your life physically. For example, you might work from home and have like the same group of friends, and when you and your group of friends hang out, you all hang out at each other's houses. It's like you're not even putting yourself in a position to meet new people, to meet the love of your life, because you're just not physically in any environments where you're talking to new people, where you're opening up to new people, you don't approach people, whatever. It's like, how do you expect it to come in? You know, or if you're applying to jobs, I don't know why I keep using this example. You might not be going about it in the best way possible, and it's like, how can it come in? Or if you're wanting your blog, your podcast, your social media to blow up, but you're not like collaborating, you're not advertising, you're not posting regularly, you're not fill in the blank, how do you expect it to grow? You know? So Spirit is asking you this month to create the streams for this abundance to come through. Create the environment and the potential for this environment. I mean, for this abundance to flow through. And it will. It absolutely will. And, you know, I'm looking at these cards here. All of these cards in reverse. Literally, actually, all of them are in reverse except for the sun. And they kind of tell a story of feeling a little bit drained, a little bit, you know, like your reserves of energy are drained away because you've been putting so much time and energy working towards something that isn't seemingly like giving back. King of Pentacles in reverse. It's a little greedy. It's not giving back. It's not someone or something that wants to change and evolve. And it's like this sunlight energy, this 8 of Wands energy, it wants to come in. It wants to pour in. You know, but you're at a standstill right now. It's not moving forward. And you need to let go. You need to release. Or at least open up to new environments, new people, new places that are primed and ready for growth. Okay? Because you've been doing the same thing, hanging out with the same people, taking the same action and expecting different results. That is literally the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. And this is why you are feeling like you are at a standstill. Do something different. Okay? And here's the thing. If this standstill is in your dreams, your absolute dreams, I am not saying to pick another dream, to give up. There could be a different way you can go about it, though. You know, and I'm going to use YouTube as an example because I'm a YouTuber. Like, if you're just posting videos and you're not really seeing the growth that you want, I feel like I'm talking to myself right now. You know, you might have to consider going about it in a different way, like trying to post different forms of the content you like making that's more popular, or advertising or collaboration. There's different ways for you to go about it. Use your noodle with the octopus here. Use your noodle. And look at how other people who are older and more successful than you in what you want to be successful in, look to them for advice and insights. Don't rely too heavily off of them for advice and insights. At the end of the day, listen to your own intuition, but you don't have to pioneer everything that you do. Look to people who have already done it, see what they have done, and do the same thing in your own way. Listening to your own intuition. It's as simple as that. Look to see what worked for other people. See if it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, if you don't see the growth you want, pivot. Try something again. Try something else. Try something new. That's what this month is about. Pivoting. When something is keeping you at a standstill. Okay, this is not working. This is not growing. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's try something new. Let's try something different. Beautiful. All right. Definitely enjoy your month ahead. Like this video. Comment how it resonated down below and subscribe if you've not already. Yeah, guys, there's a lot of fun mixed up in this situation. Let me tell you, a lot of going out, enjoying time with family, enjoying time with friends, for sure. This is a happy month overall. But when it comes to the day-to-day mindset you're in, it is definitely a month for you to make little pivots, little changes that could potentially lead you to very massive abundance. As shown in the Sun card, very massive abundance. But you're not going to get this abundance by doing what you've always been doing that hasn't been working, all right? So this could be a life-changing month for you, potentially. Remember, if you want a personalized monthly reading, go to my website, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer all types of readings there. So check it out. And if you would like more monthly readings, go to my second channel, Spirit Psychic Tarot. Okay, thank you guys. Bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome. Let's see what's in store for you in August 2024. You have Hagalaz coming out in reverse in this inverted position. And Hagalaz is the rune of disruption. So when it comes out inverted, this is not a month where you want to gamble, where you want to be impulsive. Okay, think things through. Don't be a dummy this month. Okay, think things through. Be extremely intentional about everything. Double check your tickets. Double check everything, just make sure that everything is good, essentially. All right. We have the camel spirit, highly resilient, very intelligent, and fiery animal here as well. I feel like this is a month of great learning. I feel there's so many lessons coming in through the universe. You may have a lot of spiritual epiphanies, spiritual connection, things like that. And also I'm seeing here you're in it for the long haul in something. You may be going through the tedious phases of various things, but where you're going is going to be so worth it. For example, you may be not wanting to work out every day, but my God, are you going to feel so much better if you do? That's camel energy, the energy of resilience, the energy of being in it for the long haul and getting through the challenges, getting through the difficulties, because overall it is so worth it. This also rules over long-term relationships. So I am feeling strong long-term relationship energy. If you already have a long-term relationship, it could be doing great this month. Again, just don't say anything impulsively that may, ruin trust. Double check all arrangements, agreements, things like that. We have the bear and cedar with leadership coming out for you. Wow. Very much in your leadership energy. People look up to you. Group number 3, people are influenced by you, by what you have to say. People listen to you when you talk, and you hold a lot of authority, a lot of power. Don't waste time with people who try to minimize you, who try to make you feel like you are less than. And it's weird because I think for the most part, you actually feel this power. You are in a position of authority. Okay. Some of you guys could be managers, leaders, business owners, even just in your friend groups or whatever. You're the one who organizes a lot, plans a lot, etc. So it's that you could be leading your home life as well. Mama bear energy. Very, very beautiful. We see you connecting to that leadership quality this month. Also, this is a great month for expanding your influence, expanding your audience, expanding your customers, whatever it may be. So if that resonates with any of you, by all means. We have dandelions coming out from the Fairy Wisdom Oracle deck, and we're gonna briefly read into what this card means. I love dandelions. Honestly, they're great in salads, their leaves. Every single part of the dandelion is edible. I don't know why more people don't know that and eat it. Like, there is free salad on your lawn every single spring. This is perspective, okay? The fairies plant their seeds with great care. Exactly, that's what Hagalaz is trying to say in reverse. Plant your seeds, live your life with great care. They choose the very best ones, then water and nurture them tenderly. Yeah, this is a month where, like, just pay attention, guys. Just pay attention. For example, if you have beautiful houseplants, make sure you're watering them. Make sure you're fertilizing them, doing all the right steps to make sure they're happy, because this could be a month, for example, where that lack of care or thoughtfulness may kill your plants. You know what I mean? And it's all avoidable. This isn't predicted. It's just an influence that you just want to make sure that you're putting a lot of thought and intention into things. If you're dating, date with intention. Don't just go by vibes and we'll see what happens. If you want trauma, that's the best way to go about it, okay? If you're dating and you want trauma, date somebody who's like, let's just see what happens. Yeah, good luck with that. All right, good luck with that. Sorry, not to get angry. Good luck with that. They choose the very best ones, then water and nurture them tenderly. Exactly. And if there is anyone in your life that lacks this leadership ability, like they don't plan dates, they don't water your gardens, they don't tend you properly, bye. Get out. Hagalaz, it's pointing out all of the people who are, and also the traits within yourself that are forgetful, that have poor leadership, that don't have the responsibility. They don't have what it takes to be with a girl like me. Sorry. They don't have what it takes. I don't even know what I'm going on about right now. But if this resonates with you, like, bye, okay? This is a time in your life where you're very intentional. And you're wanting people who are also intentional. Like, no, I want intentional meetups with beautiful conversations. Okay, somebody doesn't have to spend $1 million to take you out on a date. Like, we can eat Taco Bell in like a parking lot for all I care. But like, as long as it's intentional, you know, as long as we're being intentional about the process of either dating or being friends or this career, this business, like we have a plan, we have a direction. It's so important. And, you know, I for example, my South Node is in Pisces. So naturally for me, I was that type of person that was very go with the flow. Like, oh, let's just see what happens, blah, 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 blah. You know, very much just flowing with the universe and seeing what happens. But the thing is, you have free will for a reason. You know, you have sails for a reason. Use them. Guide yourself in the direction that you want to go in. Be intentional, because here's the thing. When you're just going with the flow and letting the universe decide and seeing what happens, people who actually do use their free will take advantage of you. I'm sorry. There's the truth. There's the truth. You know, when you're not being intentional about your life and you're just like, yeah, we'll see what happens. There are people with great strength and leadership, with wind in their sails, who will go where they want. And if their goal is to take advantage of someone, they will do that to the people who just are going with the flow. Yeah, you're not doing that this month. You're not doing that this month. There is high degrees of intentionality, planning ahead, even gardening. Like in literal gardening, I plan out exactly where each plant will go, how much sunlight it gets, what the soil type is in that area. And that's why I'm so good with plants. You know, there's people who are like, I'm just going to throw these seeds wherever. And they're like invasive species that like totally destroy the local ecosystem and also don't even grow because you threw them in like a shady spot. It's like, be intentional. Intentionality is the sexiest thing alive. Change my mind. Okay. We have truth coming out. Beautiful. The winds of truth. They speak to you. We have give back. Being of service this week. this month. Today is the day to cast aside normal routines and make your main purpose to serve. It is about giving back without any thoughts or expectations of getting anything in return. Reach out and touch other people's spirits, as it's highly likely that someone really needs it today. Yeah, guys, I don't know why I'm seeing you in this very strong place. You've done a lot of work on yourself. You're very mature. I think you're more mature and knowledgeable than most people are. You have a lot of experience. And because of that, like, you're sort of drifting through life just like a wizard almost. Giving people quests, giving people advice, giving people kind words and blessings. Because you form that abundance within yourself. Absolutely. And I think that's so beautiful. But wizards always have intention in what they're doing. They always have a purpose for what they're doing and direction. Even if it seems like they're just traveling around giving out random quests. Like, no, there's intentionality behind all of it. They are serving the higher purpose. We have temperance coming out, tempering your emotions. There could be some emotional volatile situations this month. Let's see what else wants to come out. The truth may be emerging. You may be starting to really see people for who they are, what they want. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Like, no longer wanting to stay stuck in your head. If someone is not meeting you with intentionality and leadership, like, if you find yourself in any sort of connections where you're always the one reaching out, planning, whatever, and the other person isn't, I feel like you're seeing the truth of who that person is or what they have to offer, and you're not, like, interested anymore. Or at least you're willing yourself to not be interested anymore. Okay, let's see what else wants to come out. Clarification. We have the Moon and the 7 of Pentacles. We're seeing a lot of great growth beneath the surface. I don't know why I keep wanting to talk about gardening and plants, so maybe a lot of you are getting into that this month, or just focusing on that this month a lot. You may not know exactly how your dreams and goals are going to unfold, how your life is going to unfold, but what you always know is the next best action that you can take. That is something that your intuition will always provide, and I just saw 1010 on the timer. Confirmation. Your intuition will always provide for you the next best step that you need to take. And as long as you keep following that step by step, day by day, and staying in the present moment in that way, you will cover a lot of ground in a short amount of time. Like, you will grow tremendously in a short amount of time. Absolutely. And a lot of the growth that's been happening in your life for the past few years, group number 3, has been beneath the surface. You may have been frustrated because you haven't been seeing results that you want, like, physically in your life, like the money that you want, the love you want, whatever. Like, physically, you may not have been seeing that, but the experiences you've been having have been preparing you for this growth spurt that's about to enter your life. Look at all of these roots beneath. It reminds me of rosemary. Rosemary grows just like this. You plant rosemary, and for like 2 or 3 years, it just grows roots. Like, it barely grows on the surface level, and then it randomly explodes. Same thing with so many different plants, like black-eyed Susans, echinacea. I'm just thinking of the plants in my yard. Like, it takes years for them to grow their enzymes, their root systems, etc. And then usually on the 2nd or 3rd year, they'll explode with flowers, and then every year after that, they'll have flowers, and it's beautiful, and then they'll spread. But yeah, I feel like these past few years for you have been a lot of root work, like grounding work. And you've had a lot of experiences that may have been disappointing, yes, but they are helping you grow into the person who is this mama bear leader in life, this wizard walking throughout life. I feel like a lot of you are shamans, mystical people who literally, I'm not even exaggerating, are like wizards in the sense that, like, you randomly will meet people, give them exactly the advice they need, exactly the wisdom they need, the quests that they need. And these quests, wisdoms, and advice, knowledge, whatever you're exchanging with them is all directly from source energy. And it serves a higher purpose. And you may not even do this intentionally, but the physical life, materialistic things that you're wanting to manifest for yourself are destined for you, okay? I'm seeing more power to spread good in the world, more power to be yourself in the world physically. But in order to get there, you had to go through this root growth period. We have the Six of Cups coming out. Okay, beautiful friendships. There may be an old friend visiting you this month, visiting your city, your town, your location, and it just fills your heart up so much. You may have a really, really good time out with them. Okay, connecting with friends is very significant here, and there's a lot of happiness. Speaking of happiness, you have the sun too, guys. This is a really tremendously happy month. I know we're talking about all this deep, serious stuff that may not sound fun, but I'm telling you, this is a fun month for you. A really fun month for you. Yes, going out, celebrating life, being out in the sunlight. I don't know why I'm getting a vision of a rooftop bar for some of you, or like going to your nearest city. If you don't live in a city, you could be going to the city with friends, having a really great time. Beautiful. And like a big city too, not like a small city. Okay. Let's see. We have Queen of Cups upright, like a city with an international airport. Yes. Oh my gosh. So much emotional connection. And I feel like this pops off like mid to the end of August. Deep emotional connection, deep one-on-one conversations, feeling like your heart is overflowing with love for your friendships and the people in your life. So beautiful. Feeling emotionally wonderful, connected. And yeah, Page of Swords upright. See, wow, on a whole new journey, whole new path leading into September. You may be learning a lot of new stuff, getting the information that you need to solve the problems that are in your life. And there may be a new idea, a new perspective. I don't know why I'm seeing here, for example, it's like you may meet up with an old friend and you get a random idea like, hey, what if you moved in with me? Or what if I moved to your town? Or whatever. And it's like a massive life change that randomly, spontaneously comes through. And you laugh about it, but you're like, wait, no, this can actually happen. But since you're in the Hagalaz influence, you're like, this can actually happen, but like, let's plan it. You know, let's like not just do this spontaneously, like let's actually plan this and make it a thing that happens. You know, and I think you're going to be delighted by that. It doesn't have to be that exact example of like moving in with a friend or having a friend move in with you. This could be if you're in a long-term relationship, for example, you're like, let's just have a family. Let's start a family. Huge decision, right? But it's like, yeah, let's not just, you know, immediately go raw dog it in the bedroom. Like, no, let's plan this through. Let's think about it. What zodiac sign do we want them to be? You know, let's plan this through. Let's think about it. Like, let's get the books. Let's read about it. Like, let me get on a nice diet, you know, very, very intentional and beautiful. Intentionality is so beautiful. I don't know how else to put it. Stunning month ahead for you guys. Absolutely. I am seeing also like just feminine energy here. I'm getting a vision of like women together, like just bathing in a creek magically. And I now I'm not saying that you guys are going to be doing that. Some of you might, I don't know. And it's just like that sisterhood, you know? Some of you may be having a lot of tender sisterly love in your life. Even if you're a man, you know, sisterly love. Brotherly type of love, but mainly sisterly, I'm seeing for some reason. Even like puppies. Some of you may be adopting like an animal. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like you have this spontaneous idea. Let's start a family. Let's adopt a dog. Let's get a kitten. Let's, I don't know, travel throughout the continent. Let's move, you know? And I think you might be in a state of mind where if you wanted to, you would just boom, do it. But Hagalaz is reminding you like, this is a great idea for sure. But like, let's plan ahead. Like instead of just immediately going and adopting a cat, maybe let's buy some cat food first. Maybe let's look into, you know, cats' personalities and what they like and are they compatible with our lifestyle? Like, let's prepare for our little kitty cat, you know? Beautiful. It's just a wonderful, sort of magical month ahead for you. You're planting the seed with the dandelion spirit here. You're planting the seed that will put you into this very beautiful, like, leadership position. Feeling very alive, very in tune with life itself. A lot of electric energy. A brand new chapter, learning something new. is coming in the next several months for you. And you're planting the seed this month. You're preparing for it this month. And you may even begin it this month. But take the time to be intentional about every step of the journey. Be very in the present moment. Beautiful. Some of you may even be like starting a business with your friend. Like, let's start a business. Okay, like, let's plan it out. Let's create a business plan together, you know? Let's not just immediately dump tens of thousands of dollars into this business. Like, let's plan it out. Very beautiful. And I just saw 1818 for their confirmation. Beautiful, if you want to look up that spiritual number. Thank you guys for joining me. This is a beautiful month ahead for you. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Remember, I have that monthly reading there for you as well if you want a personal monthly reading. And if you want more monthly readings, go to my second channel, Spirit Psychic Tarot, to get your zodiac readings there. They should be up this weekend. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, if I'm posting on schedule, if I'm on time. And yeah, thank you guys. Bye-bye.